Good morning, everybody. So I will wait for 2 more minutes for the others to join, and then we're going to start directly, okay? Okay, Miss. So as you know, this week is going to be we're going to have a grammar lecture. We are going to start with a new grammar lesson. This lesson is very simple, as long as you pay attention and just concentrate on what I'm going to explain. It is very simple, but it is very important also. So let's start. Some people are still joining. Okay. So the lesson for this week is the WH questions. And before I start with the definition and the form of these questions, who can tell me, I will allow you to unmute yourselves, who can tell me what are WH questions? Or what do we mean by WH questions? By raising your hands. Yes, Huda.
It is like questions that they ask for information by using the question words.
Yes, it's a question. It's a question, and it's a question that is asked asked for to know some information about something or a certain person or a certain place and so on. Yes, Zahra.
The WH questions are the questions that that start with the WH.
Yes, only in the WS.
Like where, what, who. WH.
Yes, yes, and we might also have words that do not start with WH, but they are also called WH questions. Okay.
Okay.
Like who?
Who or
As the how.
How. Very good. Okay. So now we are going to start with the form of the WH questions and the definitions. Let's move to the definition. So some people are asking themselves, what are WH questions? Okay. WH question is a question that asks for information by using question words. Okay? So this question asks for information about many different things, maybe about a person, maybe about a place, maybe about something, maybe about a time, maybe about a possession, about what quantity, many different things. Okay? So these questions ask for information by using question words, okay? Question words that are such as what, who, where, why, whose, whom, how, when, which, how often, how long, how far, how old. All of these are also questions that could be asked, okay? So if you are asking yourself, what are the WH questions? The WH questions are questions used to ask for information by using question words. Okay? Clear till now?
Yes.
Yes, everything is clear.
Yes.
Okay. Now we move to the structure of the WH questions. يعني, what do we mean by structure? Structure, we mean how do we form the question? يعني, how do we write the question? Okay?
Okay.
Okay.
Miss.
So, first of all, we start with the question word. يعني أنا when I start my WH question, I started with the question word. يعني I start with either what or who or where or why and so on. Okay? So, when I start with a question word, after that, I write the auxiliary verb. Okay? I start with the auxiliary verb. The question verb means where, the question word, where, who, why, whose, whom, and so on. Plus the auxiliary verb. Now, what is the auxiliary verb? The auxiliary verb is do. Okay? Is do. Or the helping verbs. Okay? We mean by do or does has by do or does. So we mean so the question word plus the auxiliary verb. What is the auxiliary verb? It's do or the helping verbs. يعني أنا I have to write an auxiliary verb for some questions. After that, I write the subject or the object or the complement, يعني anything you are asking about. Okay? So, like as the example below, where do you live? So, where is the question word? Okay? Do is the auxiliary verb, and live, you is the subject, and live is the complement. Whose book is this? Here we don't need an auxiliary verb. هلا I'll tell you why later. And the last one, why did you call me? Did here also is an auxiliary verb. Okay, but it is used in the past. Okay.
Okay, Miss.
Okay.
Okay, this is what do we mean by auxiliary verbs and by question word, auxiliary verb, subject or object or complement. Okay, and sometimes we ask about subjects, sometimes we ask about objects, and now I'm going to show you the difference between subjects and objects. Okay, for people who has just joined, some of you have just joined. I will repeat briefly what we were saying. So we were saying that WH questions are questions that ask for information by using the question words such as what, who, where, why, whose, when, which, and whom. These are called the WH questions. And we were saying that the WH questions has a certain structure or a certain form or a certain way to write a question. So we start our sentence or our question with a question word, plus the auxiliary, plus the subject or the verb or the complement. And we were saying that the auxiliary verb is either do or any helping verb that might be used in a question. Okay? Now we are going to move to the most important chart ever in the WH questions. This chart is very, very important because it shows you every question word and its meaning and an example about it. Okay, so it clarifies everything so that you know what kind of question or what question word do you use when you want to ask a certain question. Okay, now I want Laris, please, I need your help now. Look what I want you to do, miss, because you have a loud voice, so your voice is clear if you read. Laris?
Yes.
Okay, look what I want from you. I want you to read the first line, yani who, person, example, and stop. When I explain it, you move to the second, okay?
Okay.
Yeah.
Who, person. Who is that man? That's Peter.
Okay, so who refers to a person, or who asks about a person, and like, for example, who's that man? That's Peter. So when I want to ask about a certain person, I ask using the word who. So who is used to ask about a person. Continue.
Where, place. Where do you live? In London.
Where, place. Okay, so where asks about a place. Okay, where do you live? Where is your school? Where is your house? Where is my bag? So all of these ask about place. So when we want to
Why?
ask about a place, we use where. Continue.
Why? Reason. Why are you leaving? Because I'm tired.
Okay, so why asks about a reason. Why did you sleep early yesterday? Why are you leaving? Why did you call me in the morning? And so on. So it asks about a reason. Okay, سبب يعني. Okay, continue.
When? Time. When did you leave? After work.
Okay, so when asks about time. So when I want to ask about time, I use when. When did you leave? When were you born? When will you arrive? When are you going to visit your grandma? And all of these are questions that are asking about time, and we are using when. Continue.
How? Manner.
Yes.
How are you going to Berlin? By car.
Okay. So how also is used to ask about manner. Yani how do you do something? How do you do this? How do you do that? Okay, and so on. So for example, how do you go to school? This is a manner. How do you eat the Chinese food? This is a manner. How do you whatever? So it asks about a manner. Okay, how do you go to Berlin? By car. These are called manners, and the things that you usually do. Continue.
What? Object, idea, action. What do you eat for breakfast? Cereal.
Okay. What asks about an object or idea or an action? Okay. What do you eat for breakfast? What will you get your mom on her birthday? What will you do next week? All of these are called manners, are called, actions, are called ideas, are called objects. Okay.
Which? Choice. Which car do you like? The red one.
Okay. دايما which asks about a choice. Shian asks about a choice. It means that it asks you what do you prefer between two things, this or that. Okay. So which asks about a choice. Yes, ya Fatima.
No, I just want to answer.
Yes, Fatima.
I just want to answer. Can I read?
No, we are explaining this now. So which is always a choice. يعني أنا when I say which car do you like, which bag is yours? Okay, I'm giving you a choice, an option. Which kind of food do you prefer? Which country do you like to visit? All of these are choices. Okay, is it clear?
Yes.
Continue.
Yes. Whose? Position. Who is this book? Whose is this book? It's mine.
Okay. Whose possession? Okay. We mean by possession, يعني if this thing is yours or not. Or يعني we can call it in Arabic مثل ملكية. Okay. We can call it ملكية in Arabic. So possession. Whose book is that? يعني لمين هيدا? For whom? Okay, possession. Whose bag is this? And so on. So this is what we mean by possession. Okay, continue.
What time? Time. What time did you get home? Late.
What time did you get home? هلا. What is the difference between what time and when? Okay. There is no difference. Both of them ask about time, and both of them are used to ask about time. But the difference is, most of the times, Anna, when I say what time, it means I'm just specifying a certain period of time. Yani I'm saying, for example, at 8, at 9. But when is like more general. Okay, what time specifies the timing? Okay, guys.
Okay.
Clear? Continue.
Yes, clear.
What kind? Description. What kind of music do you like? Rock.
Okay, what kind of music do you like? Rock. So, when I say what kind, it means I'm asking you about a description. What kind of food do you prefer, Chinese or Italian? So I'm asking you about a description. What kind of cars do you like? This is a description. You are describing what kind of cars do you like, okay? Continue, Laris.
How many? Quantity countable. How many students are there?
Okay, let me just explain how many and how much together, because these are very important. When I say how many and how much, both of them are asking about quantity. اثنيناتهم. Okay? Quantity كمية يعني. But the difference is that how much asks about uncountable quantity and how many asks about countable quantity. What is the difference? When I say countable, it means you can count it. Yani Anna, if I said how many students are there in class, Anna, I can count the students. So I'll tell you, we have, for example, 20 students. But there are some nouns which are uncountable. Like, for example, how much sugar do we still have? I say, like, for example, 3 kilos, but can I count them every piece of sugar? No. So these are uncountable. So how many asks for countable quantities and how much asks for uncountable quantities? This is the difference.
Yes.
Did you understand what do I mean by countable and uncountable?
Yes.
Any
Yes.
question?
No.
Yes.
No.
Okay. If anybody has any question, raise your hand. Yes, Huda.
How much can we use for how much, like the time?
Yes, you can use how much time do we still have? Time is not countable. Okay? This, you will understand this more when we take the countable and uncountable nouns. Okay, it would be much easier for you. Hassan Jradi, you raised your hand. Any question?
Miss, I was having the question the same of Huda.
Okay, same question.
Miss,
Okay.
I continue.
Yes, continue, please.
How often? Frequency.
Yes.
How often do you go to the gym? Every day.
How often? How often means frequency. We didn't explain how long. Yalla, we'll explain it when we finish this. How often means frequency. Frequency يعني كل أمتى. كل أمتى we do this action, okay? So how often do you go to the gym? Every day. How often do you visit your grandma on Saturdays? And so on. Okay, so دايما بسأل how often, it means كل أمتى you do a certain action. How often do you meet your friends? How often do you have a test? And so on. طيب, let's move to how long. Read it, please.
How long? Duration, length. How long did you stay? 2 weeks.
Okay, so how long did you stay? 2 weeks. How long means duration. مش ضروري how long did you stay. I can say how long does it take from here to Beirut. This is a distance. Okay, or duration length. يعني distance we mean كمان. How long بالوقت مش بالdistance, it's different يعني بالduration length. Okay, continue. How far?
How far? Distance. How far is your school? 1 mile away.
So how far is your school? 1 mile away. This is about a distance. يعني أنا when I say how far is your village, it means the distance. How far is your school? A distance. I'm talking about a distance. So this is very different from how long. How long means الوقت. يعني how much does it take time, or how much time are you going to stay in a certain place. But how far means the distance, okay? The last one, how old?
How old? Age. How old is your sister? She's 27.
Okay, how old is your sister? She's 27. So this is very simple. How old? It's just asking about the age, okay? This is what do we mean by how old. يعني the age. How old are you? How old is your sister? How old is your father? It's just asking about the age, okay? Till now, is everything clear?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
great. Any questions before we continue?
No. No.
Okay. Let's now move to something very important, which is about 3 question words, which are what, which, and whose. Anna, when I say what, which, and whose, these words, question words, can be used in 2 forms, either with a noun or without a noun. يعني أنا I can use them with or without nouns. What time is it? Anna, if I'm asking a question, what time is it? Okay. What is the time is also correct. If I said, which car is yours? And I said, which is your car? The second part is correct. If I said, whose website is this? And I said, whose is this website? Kamera, this question is correct. So both of these are correct. So these questions can be, these question words can be used in 2 different ways. Either to ask a question with a noun, يعني what time, which car, whose website, or without a noun, like what is the time, which is your car, and whose is this website. Okay, these 3. Now, there is only one word which is there's only one question word, which is whom, and whom is asked to ask about an object. But the good thing about whom is that if you used it in both ways, it would be correct. يعني أنا if I said for example, if I said whom did you see and who did you see, both of them are correct. Okay, whom did you see is correct and who did you see is correct. Okay, so whom and who are used to ask about the same thing. Clear?
Clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Type, great. Hala, I'm going to explain something, and please, please, please pay attention. This is very, very, very important. I have something called object questions. هن نفسهم WH questions, but they are called object questions, and something else called subject questions. يعني they are a part of the WH questions. Object questions are questions that ask for objects, يعني ask about the object of the sentence. Okay? And the subject questions are questions that ask about the subject of the sentence. Okay? What is the difference between them? Anna, when I say object questions ask about the subject of the object of the sentence, it means the word order of the question must be changed. يعني Anna, I have to add the auxiliary subject and verb. For example, if I said, which train did you catch? يعني أنا I'm asking about the object. Where is the object in this sentence? What is the object in this sentence?
Train.
Train, very good. Train is the object, okay? So train is the object in the sentence. So I'm asking about the object of the sentence, okay? طيب, يعني I say, which train did you catch? I'm asking about the object of the sentence. I caught the train to London. طيب. What did you see yesterday? I saw a film. What is the object of the sentence?
Film.
Film, right? طيب. Mary usually goes to school by bus. How does Mary go to school? Where's the object of the sentence?
By bus.
By
By
bus.
bus. Very good. So we are asking about the object of the sentence. Is it clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, there's nothing different about the form and the structure of the question, but we're just telling you that the order of the question is different in object questions. Now we move to subject questions. When I say subject questions, it means I'm asking about the subject, about the doer of the action, مثلا. So there are also subject questions. These questions are these questions that we ask to find out about the subject. When, what, which, who, or whose refers to the subject. The verb doesn't need an auxiliary. When you are using these question words, there is no need for an auxiliary. For example, which train arrived late? The train to London arrived late. Which train arrived late? And I'm asking about the train, which is a subject. So here I didn't add an auxiliary verb. Okay? For example, I won the race. Who won the race?
I.
Who won the race? I. So I is the subject of the sentence. Very good. So I is the subject of the sentence. That's why we did not add an auxiliary verb. Okay? Is everything clear?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, great. I will give you 3 minutes to solve the first exercise, practice 1. You have to fill in the blanks with what, when, or where.
Miss, I finished.
Yeah, I will give them 1 more minute.
Miss, I'm done too.
Miss, I'm done.
Okay, miss, when you're done, خلاص, keep quiet. Wait. Okay, guys, yalla. Yes, Fatima.
What is the name of the President of the United States of America?
Okay. Is the name of the president of Fatima, please raise your voice.
Is the name of the President
Okay,
of the
what is the
United
question
States
word
in
used?
America? What?
Okay. The second one. Yes, Yarazan.
Yes, miss. Month is the Chinese New Year. What month is the Chinese New Year?
Yes, what month? Hassan Jirade, number 3.
Yes. Did Neil Armstrong say when he first landed on the moon? What did Neil Armstrong say
Very
when
good.
he
What did Neil Armstrong say when he first landed on the moon? Rihab? Rihab, you're raising your hand. Lin Shibani?
Miss, I was on mute.
Yes, miss.
Okay, Rihab, yalla do number 3, number 4, and Lin will do number 5. Yalla.
Did he first land? When did he first land?
Yes. Lin Shibani, the last one.
Did the Americans drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima? When did the Americans drop the atomic bomb
Yes.
on
Yes.
Hiroshima?
When did the Americans drop the atomic bomb on Hiroshima? Okay, guys, let me tell you something, Bas. And you have a worksheet on the application, and this work should be done from now till Friday. يعني أنا on Thursday, يعني tomorrow midnight, I want you to send me the worksheets done على الواتساب. Okay? لأنه on Friday we are going to do the worksheet together. You should be done with the worksheet on Friday. Okay?
Okay, miss.
Yalla, do exercise 2. Look at the example. Derek runs quickly to his desk. How is the question word used? Henry, they already gave you what question words to use. How does Derek run to his desk? So the answer would be quickly. Pamela speaks slowly. Yalla, do them.
Miss.
Yes.
Miss, my question is it is not about this, but who is Hiroshima?
Hiroshima is a country in which Americans dropped an atomic bomb on it a very long time ago. And till now, no one can go there. It's a city.
Miss, is it in China? Hiroshima?
It's in the Far East. Where exactly? Honestly, I don't know. But it's in the Far East. Yes, China, Japan, something like that.
Okay, Miss, thank you.
Miss, the quiz for this week is about writing or is it about this lesson?
Writing. We will talk about the quiz later. Finish the exercise now. Yalla, we still have this exercise. We still have 3 minutes, so we have to finish. Yalla, yeah. Let me see. Yalla, ya Talin. Pamela speaks slowly.
When?
When? Are we asking about time?
No.
What are we asking about? The way she speaks and about a manner. So what do we use? Yes, ya Laris.
How does
Yes, Talin, very good. Talin said it. How? So how does Pamela speak? Pamela speaks slowly. Laris, do number 2. Jeanette is sitting in front of Andre.
Miss,
Yes.
we can also use who. Who
No.
speaks the story?
Yes, you can, but they didn't mention who in the question words in the exercise.
Okay.
They said use how, when, what, or where. يلا يا لاريس. Number 2, Jeanette is sitting in front of Andre.
Where does Janet sit?
Where does Jeanette... لا مش where does. Where is. Okay?
Okay.
Where is Jeanette sitting? Number 3, يلا يا هدى. Pat arrived early today. Quickly, guys, we still have 2 minutes.
When
did
arrive?
Pat arrive? Very good. Karen and Simon drive dangerously.
Yes, can
What?
I do it?
Yes, do it يا حسن. يلا.
Karin and Simon.
Karen and Simon drive dangerously. How? Excellent. How do Karen and Simon drive dangerously? Sharon usually laughs at my jokes. يلا, who will do the last one? يلا يا رزان. The answer
What
should be at my jokes.
What does she usually laughs at?
Very good. What does Sharon usually laugh at? Very good. And the answer is at my jokes. So tomorrow we'll continue with the rest of the exercises and with the worksheet and so on. So I have to end now. We still have less than 1 minute. Thank you all and goodbye.
Bye, Miss.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, Miss.